Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ayurveda Free Health Insurance. As we are progressing in our practice, today is the time for the yoga sequence of week 6. Before starting, I want to tell you that it's very important to maintain the sequence, as it is not the practice of an individual asana. It is a consolidated practice of a group of asanas that brings about the desired effect on practitioner. In today's yoga sequence, there are only two new yoga poses, Ardha Chandrasana-Half Moon Pose and Adho Downward Facing Dog Pose. Rest were demonstrated in previous yoga sessions. So we will practice through and I will teach you the new yoga poses. So let's get started. We will start our session with Sukhasana. So everybody sit in Sukhasana, sit on your height. Then cross your leg at your shins and bring your ankles under your knees. Sit tall, palms on your thighs. Then top of your neck, inhalation. Top to bottom, close your eyes. Here in the pose, make sure your ankles under your knees. Press your shin into your calf and calf presses back into your shin. Sit evenly on your height. Top of the buttocks down as you lift the sides of your vest up. Draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of your shoulders down away from your ears. Chin level and breathe in and out through your nose. We always start our session with the Sukhasana. So this is the time we can collect ourselves for the class. It's very important you just breathe normally. Then try to get a deep inhalation followed by deep exhalation. Maintain the extension of trunk here and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, slowly open your eyes. Then move your blanket aside and we will move to the next pose. We start our session with the standing asanas. So we can get warmed up. Stand on the center of your mat, big toes, inner heels touching, legs straight, arms straight by your side and gaze is forward. Here in the pose, spread the mounts of toes down, press the big toe mound down, press through the center of your heel down, lift the front of your thigh muscles up as you lift your kneecaps up. And then move the top of your thighs back. Bring the top of your buttock down. As you lift the sides of your vest up, draw your shoulder blades in and move the shoulders down and arms reaching downward through the fingertips. Chin level, gazes forward and breathe. As you're practicing Tadasana again and again, you will notice how our posture is not right, and this way we keep learning, we keep observing how we can correct our posture. Then we move to the next pose, which is Urdhva Baddha, upward extended bound finger pose. Then bring your arms in front of you, interlock your fingers in front of you. Then press your feet down, extend your trunk as you extend your arms overhead. Then here make sure when you bring your arms up, don't push your abdomen forward. We need to maintain the Tadasana. Press your big toe mound down, press through the center of your heel, lift the thighs up and move the thighs back. Keep the trunk extended, draw your shoulder blades in, make your chest broaden. Then extend your arm from elbow to the wrist as you widen your palms toward the ceiling. And gaze is forward. Then to come out of the pose, press into your feet, trunk extended, arm extended. Then bring your arm in front of you. Change the interlock, turn your palms in front of you. Press through the center of your heel, trunk extended. Then bring your arms overhead. Here maintain the Tadasana. Press through the center of your heel. Bring your thighs back, abdomen in. Arms up overhead. Extend your arms from elbow to the wrist and widen your palm. Don't push your palms to the ceiling. Widen your palm and chin level. Breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press through your feet. Keep the trunk extended, arms extended. Then bring your arms in front of you. Release the interlock and come back to Tadasana. Then we move backward bound finger pose. I'll do it from my side this time. So let's do it together. Stand in Tadasana. Big toes, inner heels touching, arms by your side. Then bring your arms backward and interlock your finger. Then maintain the Tadasana. Again, don't push your abdomen forward when you stretch your arms backward. So make sure you're pressing through your feet. Thighs back, abdomen in, buttocks down as you extend your arms backward and upward. Then this way you are drawing your shoulder blades in, chest broaden and look forward. It's very helpful for your shoulders and upper arms. Then to come out of the pose, bring your arms down, release the interlock and come back to Tadasana. Next pose is Gomukhasana, cow face pose in Tadasana. So start with Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching, arms by your side, trunk extended. Then lift your right arm up, bend it to the elbow and bring the right palm in between your shoulder blades. Then lift your left arm to the side, palms facing down, bend to the elbow and bring the back side of your palm in between the shoulder blades to catch hold of your right fingers. Here again in the pose, as we did in Tadasana, spread the mounds of toes down, press the big toe mound down, press through the center of your heel, lift the top of your thighs up. Move the top of buttock down as you lift the sides of your waist up. Then draw your shoulder blades in, chest broaden. Right elbow reaching towards the ceiling and left elbow reaching downward. And breathe. Then to come out of the pose, release the hold of your hands. Then bring your arms in Tadasana. Then repeat on the left side. Maintain the Tadasana. Lift your left arm up, bend to the elbow and bring your left palm in between your shoulder blades. Bring your right arm to the side, palms facing down. Bend to the elbow, bring the back side of your palm to catch hold of your left hand. Here again in the pose, as we did in Tadasana, press into your feet down. Lift the top of your thighs up. Top of buttock down, abdomen in, lift the sides of your waist up, draw your shoulder blades in, chest broaden. Left elbow reaching up towards the ceiling, right elbow reaching downwards, gaze is forward and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, release your hands and come back to Tadasana. So if you are not able to catch hold with your hands, the yoga sequence of week 5, I show you how you can do it with the belt. So you always use props. I always recommend the props to do the pose in a right way. So for Gomukhasana, in beginning, you need to use the belt, any scarf, whatever you have. So this way you can catch hold the belt with your both hands, but broaden your chest, draw your shoulder blades in. That is the important action, so you can learn all the basic arms action. Our next pose is Paschim Namaskar-asana, reverse prayer pose or backward prayer pose. So again, excuse for my back, I'm showing so you can see what is happening. So stand in Tadasana, bring to the back, then touch your palm with each other so they are facing downward. Then turn your arms and your wrist so your fingers facing upward. Then here just slide up how much you can slide your hands up. Then press your palms into each other evenly and your elbows facing downward. Here make sure when you press your palms into back, don't push your abdomen out. Here you need to maintain the Tadasana. Press into your feet. Lift the top of your thighs up and thighs move back. Then buttocks down, lift the sides of your vest up, abdomen in, draw your shoulder blades in. Press your palms into each other, elbows downwards, and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, slide your palms down, then bring them down and come back to Tadasana. And I told you in yoga sequence week 5, if you are not able to catch hold of your hand behind you, you can just do this pose by holding your hands by your back side and doing all the same actions, Tadasana, and broaden your chest, draw your shoulder blades in and press your hands in your back. So this way you can practice. All these asanas bring our attention to how we stand and correct our postures. So these are very important to learn. Our next pose is Vrikshasana, tree pose. So start with Tadasana, then lift your right leg up, catch your right ankle, bring your right knee out and bring your right feet up high in your inner left thigh. Then balance and bring your arms overhead in Urdhva Hastasana. If you can able without shrinking in your chest, you can go in Namaskar Asana. Then here in the pose, because the foundation of this pose in our left foot, then spread the left big toe mound down. Press your left big toe mound down. Press through the center of your left heel. Lift the top of your left thigh up and move the top of into your right foot. Right foot presses back into your left thigh and right knee facing downward. Top of buttock down, abdomen in, lift the sides of your vest up, draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of shoulder down as you presses your palms into each other, or if you are in Urdhva Hastasana, you are reaching through the fingertips. Then to come out of the pose, bring your arms down, then slide your right feet down and come back to Tadasana. Then repeat on another side. Press your right feet down, lift your left leg, catch hold of your left ankle, bring your left foot high inside of your right thigh. Then balance and bring your arms overhead in Urdhva Hastasana or Namaskar Asana. Again, here in the pose, make your foundation strong. Spread the right big toe mound down. Press through the right big toe mound down. Press through the center of your right heel. Lift the top of your thighs up and move the top of right thigh back. Then press your right thigh into your left foot and press your left foot back into your right thigh. Left knee facing downward. Top of your buttock down. Lift the sides of your vest up, abdomen in. Draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of your shoulder down. Arms in a line with your ear as you pulling your arms up towards the ceiling. Then to come out of the pose, bring your arms down. Then slide your left foot and come back to Tadasana. Always you can do Vrikshasana with a modification which I demonstrated in previous sequences. Next pose is Utkatasana, fierce or uneven pose. So again, start with Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching. Then bring your arms overhead in Urdhva Hastasana and pull through your arm, through the fingertips, extend your trunk upward more. And then bend your knees. Bring your buttocks down to make your thighs parallel to the floor. Here in the pose, press through the center of your heels down. Spread the mounts of toes down and bring the top of your thighs towards pelvis to make your thighs parallel. Then buttocks down, sides of the vest up. Draw your shoulder blades in and pull through your fingertips and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press through the center of your heel. Inhale and pull through your arm and come back to Tadasana. Again, you can do all the modifications demonstrated in the previous yoga sequence. Here we need to learn all the basic arm actions without disturbing the entire body. So moving to the next poses, Utthit Hasta Padasana, extended hand and foot pose. Then start with Tadasana, bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Trunk extended, arm reaching, ankles under your wrist. Here both feet are parallel in the pose. Press into the outer and inner edges of your feet. Lift the top of your thighs up as you lift your kneecaps. Then top of buttock down, sides of waist up. Draw your shoulder blades in and arms reaching. To come out of the pose, bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. Next, Parshva Hasta Padasana. Start with Tadasana, bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Trunk extended, arm reaching, ankles under your wrist. Then turn your left foot in, turn your right leg all the way out. Then here in the pose, make sure your right heel is aligned with left foot in step. Trunk extended, arm reaching. In the pose, press your outer left heel down. Bring the top of your left thigh back. Press your right big toe mound down and bring the top of right thigh out. So you can align your right knee with your right ankle. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then come to the center. Bring your right leg in. Bring your left leg all the way out. Here again in the pose, your left heel should be aligned with your right foot in a step. In the pose, press your outer right heel down. Bring the top of right thigh back. Press the left big toe mound down and bring the top of left thigh. So you can align your left knee with your left ankle. Top of buttock down, trunk extended, arm reaching, shoulder blades in. Top of shoulder down away from your ear, gaze is forward. Then to come out of the pose, press into your outer right heel down. Then bring yourself to the parallel. Then jump or step back to Tadasana. Move to the next pose, Utthit Trikonasana. Extended triangle pose. Start with Tadasana. Bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Utthit Hasta Padasana. Then bring your left leg in, bring your right leg all the way out. Utthit Parshva Hasta Padasana. Exhale, bring your right arm to catch hold of your right ankle, or as I showed you in previous sequences, you always can use a brick. Right arm reaching up. Then in the pose, press your outer left heel down. Bring the top of left thigh back. Press the right big toe mound down and bring your top of right thigh out. Both legs are straight. Extend your trunk more to the right. Catch hold your right ankle with your right arm. Right arm is straight. Left arm reaching through the fingertips. Then draw your shoulder blades in and shoulders away from your ears. Then turn your head and look up. To come out of the pose, look forward. Press your outer left heel down. Pull through your left arm. Inhale and come up. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then repeat other side. Bring your right leg in. Bring your left leg all the way out. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then from here, exhale. Bring your left arm to catch hold of your left ankle or on the brick. Right arm reaching up. Then in the pose, press your outer right heel down. Bring the top of your right thigh back. Press the left big toe mound down. Bring the top of your left thigh out. Both legs are straight. Arm holding your right ankle and left arm straight. Right arm reaching up through the fingertips towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades in and shoulders away from your neck. Then turn your head and look up. To come out of the pose, look forward. Press your outer right heel down. Pull through your right arm. Inhale and come up. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then bring your feet to the parallel. Then jump or step back to Tadasana. We are keep moving in our practice. I'm doing every pose once, but you need to practice twice a pose, or you can practice the whole sequence twice. So Veerbhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 from Tadasana. Bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Utthita Padasana. Turn your left leg in, turn your right leg all the way out. Parshvahasta Padasana. Then exhale, bend your right leg at 90 and arms reaching. Then in the pose, press your outer left heel down. Bring the top of your left thigh back. Press the right big toe mound down. Bring your right knee towards the little toe side. So you can extend from your inner thigh to your inner knee more. Then trunk extended upward and vertical as you pull yourself right through right hand and left through your left hand. And gaze is forward today. Then to come out of the pose, press your outer left heel down. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Then bring your right leg to the parallel. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then bring your right leg in, bring your left leg all the way out. Parshvahasta Padasana. Exhale, bend your left leg at 90 and arms reaching. Then here in the pose, press your outer right heel down. Bring the top of left thigh back. Press the left big toe mound down and bring your left knee towards the little toe side to extend from inner thigh to your inner knee. Buttocks down, sides of the waist up, abdomen in, shoulder blades in, and arms reaching through the fingertips and gaze is forward. Then to come out of the pose, press your outer right heel down. Inhale, straighten your left leg, bring your feet to the back or step back to Tadasana. Move to the next pose, which is Utthita Parshva Konasana, extended side angle pose. Today I am doing this pose with the bricks on half height. You can use the bricks or you can do without bricks. Set up your bricks back side of your mat if you are using them. Then stand in Tadasana. Bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Utthita Padasana. Then turn your left leg in, turn your right leg all the way out. Utthita Parshvahastasana. Then exhale, bend your right leg as we did in Warrior 2. Bring your right arm on the brick. Brick will go outer side of your right ankle. Left arm reaching up. Then turn your arm from the shoulder and bring it overhead. Here in the pose, press your outer left heel down. Bring the top of left thigh back. Press your right big toe mound down and press your right knee into your right arm. Right arm pressing into the brick or in the floor as you straighten your right arm. Left arm reaching through the fingertips towards the right side of the room. Turn your head and look up. If you have shoulder and neck issues, you can look forward or you can bring your hand on your waist. Then to come out of the pose, look forward, press your outer left heel down, pull through your left arm, inhale and come up. Trunk extended, arm reaching, then repeat on the left. Bring your right leg in, bring your left leg all the way out, Parshvahasta Padasana. Then exhale, bend your left leg as Warrior 2. Bring your left arm on the brick. Brick will go outer side of your left ankle. Right arm reaching up. Then turn your arm from your shoulder and bring it overhead. In the pose, press your outer right heel down. Bring the toe of right thigh back. Press the left big toe mound down. Press your left knee into your left arm. Left arm pressing into the brick or floor as we straighten our left arm. Right arm reaching through the fingertips to the left side of the room. Draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of your shoulder away from your neck as you turn your head and look up. Then to come out of the pose, look forward, press your outer right heel down, pull through your right arm, inhale and come up, trunk extended, arm reaching, then bring your feet to the parallel, then jump or step back to Tadasana. Move to the next pose, Vimanasana, airplane pose. Start with Tadasana. Bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Utthita Padasana, trunk extended, arm reaching. Then bring your left leg all the way in and bring your right leg all the way out as we turn our torso towards the right side. As I told you in previous sessions, if you are not able to do it properly, always lift your left heel, pivot on the balls of your left feet to turn yourself more to the right, then bring your left heel slowly back. Then exhale, bend your right leg at 90 degree. In the pose, press your outer left heel down. Lift the top of your left thigh up and back. Then press your right big toe mound down and bring your right knee towards little toe side to make your shin perpendicular. Tops of buttock down, abdomen in, shoulder blades in, and top of shoulder down away from your ears, and gaze is forward. Arms reaching. Then to come out of the pose, press your outer left heel down. Inhale, straighten your right arm, then repeat on other side. Trunk extended, arm reaching. If you have neck and shoulder issue, you can bring your hands on your waist. Then turn your right leg all the way in, your left leg all the way out to turn your torso to the left. Then exhale, bend your left leg at 90. Here in the pose, press your outer right heel down, bring the top of right thigh back and up. Press your left big toe mound down and bring your left knee towards little toe side and bend it more. Top of buttocks down, abdomen in. Draw your shoulder blades in and shoulder away from your ears, arm reaching through the fingertips. Then to come out of the pose, press your outer right heel down. Inhale, straighten your left arm, then come to the center. Then bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. Next, Veerbhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Start with Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching, legs straight, arms straight by your side. Then bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart, Utthita Padasana. Then turn your arms so your palms facing up. Then bring your arms overhead in Utthita Padasana. Or you can bring your palms together in Namaskarasana without shrinking in your chest. If you are shrinking, you always go in Urdhva Hastasana, chest broad and shoulder blades in, arms reaching up towards the ceiling. As I told you, if you are learning the arm actions, you need to learn them without disturbing the entire body. Then turn your left leg all the way in and turn your right leg all the way out. Exhale, bend your right leg at 90. Here in the pose, press your outer left heel down. Lift the top of your left thigh up and back. Press your right big toe mound down and bring your right knee towards little toe side. Top of your buttock down, sides of the waist up. Draw your shoulder blades in as you extend your arms upward. Press your palm each other. Then turn your head and look up. Then to come out of the pose, look forward. Press your outer left heel down. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Then repeat on the other side. Bring your right leg all the way in. Bring your left leg all the way out to turn your torso to the left. Then exhale, Bend your left knee at 90 degree. Then in the pose, press your outer right heel down. Lift the top of your right thigh up and back. Press your left big toe mound down. Bring the left knee towards the little toe side and make your left leg at 90 degree. Top of the buttock down. Lift the sides of your vest up. Draw your shoulder blades in and extend your arm upward, palms facing into each other. Gaze is forward and breathe normally. Now when you are practicing the poses, you just need to breathe normally. Then turn your head and look up. Then to come out of the pose, look forward. Press your outer right heel down. Inhale, straighten your left arm. Come back to parallel. Then bring your arms down and then jump or step back to Tadasana. Next pose is Ardha Chandrasana-Half Moon Pose, which is new to this sequence. So I'll show you this pose first time with the bricks, then I'll show you another modifications. So set up your bricks the back side of your mat on the vertical height or any other height which you have. We will do this pose from Utthit Trikonasana extended triangle pose. So let's do it. Stand in Tadasana, big toes inner heels touching. Then bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then bring your left leg in, bring your right leg all the way out. Then exhale, bring your right hand on the brick outer side of your ankle as we did in Utthit Trikonasana. Here bring your left arm on your vest. Then bend your right leg, bring forward your brick 6 to 12 inches, simultaneously step your left foot in. Then press your right hand into the brick as you straighten your right leg and left leg coming off the ground parallel to the floor. Then extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Here in the pose, you need to carry your weight in right hand and right feet. So in the pose, press your right big toe mound down, press through the center of your right heel. Lift the top of your thighs up. Press your right hand into the brick as you draw your shoulder blades in. Left leg reaching through the left big toe mound. Extend through the left toes towards the left and trunk extend towards the head. Left arm reaching up. Then to come out of the pose, bend your right leg, reaching through the left leg. Bring your brick back and come back. Trikonasana. Then inhale, pull through your left arm and come back to Utthit Hasta Padasana. Then repeat on another side. Bring your right leg in, bring your left leg all the way out. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Exhale. Bring your left arm on the brick, Utthit Trikonasana. Then bring your right arm on your vest. Then bend your left leg and move your brick forward 6 to 12 inches away. Simultaneously step in your right leg. Press your left hand into the brick as you straighten your left leg and right leg come off the ground. Then extend your right arm up. Here in the pose, press your left feet down, press into your left hand as you straighten your left arm. Draw your shoulder blades in. Right leg parallel to the floor, reaching through the right big toe mound. Trunk extended towards left. Then to come out of the pose, press your left feet down, bend your left leg, reaching through the right leg, come back to Utthit Trikonasana. Then press your outer right heel down, pull through your right arm, inhale and come up. Then bring your feet to the parallel. then jump or step back to Tadasana. Now I will show you the two modifications of Ardha Chandrasana because it's little hard balancing pose. You will learn it with practice, but for now what you can do it against the wall. So for this one, what you need to do with the Utthit Trikonasana, from here we can practice it against the wall. The same way we can use the wall when we balance our body. So this way you can learn how to balance. Same way you can go on the left side and then come up and come back to Tadasana. Another modification of Ardha Chandrasana-Half Moon Pose I am showing you with the chair. So for this one, again start with the Tadasana. You go in Utthit Trikonasana, and what you can do, right arm can rest on the chair, and as you straighten your right leg and left leg come up, and then you can extend your left arm up, then come down, and the same way you can repeat on your left side. Go from the Tadasana, Utthita Padasana, Parshvahasta Padasana, then go in Utthit Trikonasana, then bend your legs and bring your hand on the chair
as you straighten your left leg, right leg off the ground.
Then bend your leg, come back to Trikonasana and inhale, come up, then jump or step back to Tadasana. So these are the modifications you can practice. Next one is Parshvottanasana, intense side stretch pose. So set up your bricks on the right side of your mat on vertical height if you are using them. You can do this pose also with the chair as I showed you in Ardha Chandrasana. Then stand in Tadasana, bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Bring your hands on your waist. Then turn your left leg all the way in, turn your right leg all the way out. Draw your shoulder blades in, chest up, head up. Exhale, extend your trunk forward parallel to the floor. Then bring your hands on the brick either side of your ankle and head up. Here in the pose, press into the center of your feet down. Lift the top of your thighs up as you straighten your both legs. Then bring the top of thighs back. Press your hand into the brick as you straighten your arms. Draw your shoulder blades in, shoulders away from your ears as you extend your trunk more forward. Then on exhale, bend your elbow to the out. Extend your trunk along the right leg. Then bring your chin, then your forehead towards your shin. To your feet. Tighten your legs, straighten your arms, look forward, then bring your hand on your waist, draw your shoulder blades in, extend your trunk forward and upward to come up, then look forward, and then repeat on the another side. So bring your bricks on your left side of your mat. Bring your right leg all the way in and bring your left leg all the way out. Draw your shoulder blades in, chest up, head up. Then exhale, extend your trunk forward, parallel to the floor. Bring your hands on the brick, either side of your ankle, and look forward. Then here in the pose, press into the center of your feet down. Lift the top of your thighs up as you straighten your both legs. Bring the top of your thigh back to bring your pelvis in level. Then press your hand into the brick as you straighten your arm. Then draw your shoulder blades in and move shoulders away from your ears as you extend your trunk forward more. Then on an exhale, bend your elbow to the out. Extend your trunk along your left leg. Then bring your chin, then your forehead towards your shin. Then to come out of the pose, press into your feet. Tighten your legs. Straighten your arms. look forward. Take a moment here. Then bring your hand on your waist. Draw your shoulder blades in. Extend your trunk forward and upward to come up. Then look forward. Then turn to the center of your mat. Then come back to Tadasana. Next one is Adho Savanasana new pose for the sequence today. Downward facing dog pose. So I'll show you from my side. So today we will go in downward facing dog pose by Uttanasana, hip width apart. So here from Tadasana, hip width apart, Uttanasana. Then bring your hands on the mat. Then bend your knees and bring your hips up. Then walk your feet 3-4 feet backward and feet hip width apart. And here in the pose, press into the index and thumb into the floor. Straighten your arms.
Extend the sides of the waist.
Pass through the pelvis. Then draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of your shoulder up towards the pelvis. Pelvis reaching up towards the ceiling. Then press your mounts of the toes down. Lift the top of your thighs up as you bring your heel bones back. Then to come out of the pose, press your hands down, walk forward, and then come back to Asana. Here in beginning, if you are not able to bring your heel bones back, you can keep your heels up. I'll show you again. So here what I mean to say, if you are not able to do this one, you are not able to bring your heel bones back, you can keep them up, but you need to extension of your trunk and pelvis reaching upward. And then if you are able, maintain all these and then slowly bring your heel bones back. And then inhale and come back to Tadasana. It is a very relaxing pose. With all these standing asanas, we get tired. When you do downward facing dog, you relax your body. Next pose is Uttanasana, standing forward bend pose. So you can do it with the bricks, hip width apart. You can do it with feet together. If you are trying to do it with feet together, so today I'll recommend you do it feet together, but don't the full pose, just stay in the concave back. I'll show you. So here, draw your shoulder blades in, chest up, head up, then extend your trunk forward parallel to the floor, then bring your hands on the brick or on the floor, your fingertips, or look forward. So here if you are using the brick, bring your hands on the brick, draw your shoulder blades in and look forward. Stay in this pose with the concave back. If you are doing the full pose with the brick or without brick, from here exhale, extend your torso downward, then bring your forehead towards your shin as you hold your ankle and bring your hands back. Then here in the pose, press into the outer and inner edges of your feet. Lift the top of your thighs up. Move the top of thigh back. Top of buttock down as you extend the sides of your waist up. Draw your shoulder blades in as you move the top of your shoulders up. Then to come out of the pose, press your feet down. Tighten your legs. Straighten your arms, head up. Here if you are stay in the concave back today, feet together, back concave, make sure your abdomen is lifted, shoulder blades in and away from your ears. Then bring your hands on your waist, draw your shoulder blades in, extend your trunk forward and upward to come up, and then Tadasana. Move to the next pose, which is Padangusthasana, big toe pose. Then start with Tadasana, then separate your feet hip width apart. Bring your hands on your waist, draw your shoulder blades in, chest up, head up. Exhale and catch hold your big toes, and then arms straight, head up. You can stay in this pose here with the back concave, legs straight, arms straight. I'll show you from my side. So here you can stay in this pose, legs straight, arms straight, holding your big toes with the loop made by thumb and first two fingers, head up, back concave, abdomen lifted. If you want to go in the full pose, then exhale, bend your elbow to the out and go downward. Extend your torso downward. Then keep the actions. Press your big toe mound down. Press your toes into your fingers and pull your fingers up as you draw your shoulder blades in and move the top of your shoulder up and extend your trunk downward and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press your feet down, straighten your arms, head up. Bring your arms on your waist, draw your shoulder blades in, extend your trunk forward and upward to come up, and then come up to Tadasana. Next pose is Ardha Chandrasana-Half Moon Pose. Today we'll go in Ardha Chandrasana on the chair instead of the wall. So this is the setup, 3 folded blankets stacked on each other. I'm putting the brick for the support. Then I'll show you how to go in the pose. So sit on your brick, then lay down on your blankets with the shoulders on the blanket and head down. Then roll your shoulders in and bring your hands down. Then bend your knees and swing yourself up towards the chair and bring your arms on your back. Here in the pose, press your feet into the chair. Both legs are straight and your trunk extended upward. So trunk and your legs are vertical to each other. Then from here we move to the next pose, which is Ekpad Sarvangasana, one leg shoulder stand pose. So again I will move my shoulder blades in, make my chest broaden, trunk extended upward, then press my left feet into the chair and extend my right leg upward towards the ceiling. Here both legs are straight, hands pressing into my back to straighten my trunk more. Then to come down, bring your right leg on the chair. Again, Ardha Chandrasana. Press your right feet into the chair and extend your left leg upward towards the ceiling. Both legs are straight here, and press your arms into your upper back to extend your trunk more. Then to come out of the pose, bring your left leg down in Ardha Chandrasana. Then from here I'm going to the next pose, which is Sarvangasana, shoulder stand pose. Again, shoulder blades in, chest broaden, then extend your one leg at a time and then extend your another leg. If you want, you can extend your both legs together. Here in the pose, both arms into the upper back, elbows pressing into the blankets, legs straight, top of buttock down, thighs back, and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, you can bring your both legs together, or you can bring one leg at a time on the chair. Ardha Chandrasana. Press your arms into your upper back. Then from here we move to the next pose, which is Halasana, plow pose. So for this one, I'll bend my right foot down and then bring my left leg down, and here pressing my both feet into the floor and extend my both legs. Press my both arms into upper back. Then move to the next pose, which is Karnapidasana, ear plaster pose. For this pose, bend your knees and bring your both knees either side of your face, and then bring your feet this way, so your toes facing backward and your sole facing up to the ceiling. Then you can bring your arms downward. Then to come out of the pose, press into your feet. Come back in Halasana. You can move the chair away. Press your arms in your upper back. Then bend your legs and slowly come back down. Then roll yourself upward down. See the chair, don't get hurt. You can move it away. Then take a moment here. Then roll to your side and come up. Next pose is Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. So sit on your height. Extend your leg in front of you, Dandasana, arms by your hip side. So here again today I am doing this pose by the help of the belt. So here we need to understand it's not bad to use props. Props are here to help us. We need to use props whenever we need to get the right action. Sit in Dandasana, then exhale and bring your belt around your feet. Both hands are holding the strap. Both arms are straight. Then here in the pose, press through the center of your heel down. Extend your legs from buttock towards heel. Press your big toe mount into the strap. Top of your buttock down as you lift the sides of your vest up. Then pull the strap with your both arms as you draw your shoulder blades in. Extend your trunk forward and upward. Then on an exhale, bend your elbow to the out and up. Extend your trunk forward more. Bring your chin, then your forehead towards your shin. Then to come out of the pose, inhale, raise your head, raise your chest and come up. Then release the strap and sit in Dandasana for a moment. The next one or last pose is Savasana, corpse pose. So you guys lay down on your back with the bent leg, shoulder blades in, abdomen relax. Maintain this as you extend your legs one after other. Then relax your legs from hip and bring your feet to the side. Bring your arms to the side, palms facing up. Then slowly close your eyes from top to bottom. As we always talk about Savasana, it is very important pose and it's the hardest pose. Here we are learning how to relax our body and mind. We are laying down on the floor. So gravity is taking care of us. So we can observe here. So observe your body after the practice. Where are you feel tense? Where are you feel relaxed? Observe your breath in and out. Observe the movement in your rib cage, abdomen in and out. Release, relax, let go. If you have time, do the Savasana for 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, 2 to 3 minutes should be done. Then, to come out of the pose, bring your hands on your abdomen. Slowly start to bend your legs one after other. Take a moment here. Then roll to your side. Take a moment. Then push your left hand into the floor and come back to sitting in cross-legged pose Sukhasana. Then bring your palms in front of you. Again, close your eyes. Bow your head to the heart. Namaste. So this is the yoga sequence of week 6. Learn the new poses and practice the whole sequence. Let me know if you have any question. Till then, bye-bye. Take good care of yourself because health is wealth. See you in next video with the yoga sequence of week 7.